As the internet progresses and technology advances, where does AI leave us? The creators, the artists, the photographers, the adventurers? That is the question. I'm curious on your answer. In a moment, I shall ride and continue to answer the questions. And I hope you will come along and I'll talk about my plans for an analog, digital minimalist future. What do we wish for in life? What is our desire as both motorcyclists, creators and human beings? What gives us the joy to go out and see this with our own eyes? As simple as a cable throttle, an analog display, everything that basically allows us to experience the visceral nature of the world around us with a motorcycle. In a world of live photos where the skill is taken out of it, some of us still believe in the power of the single image to see what you can't see on a computer and what an AI image cannot create. Where does this leave us? Do we simply keel over, or do we resist the technology onslaught into our lives? I enjoy travelling in the wonderful world around us. The open road, where does it lead us? That is always the question. Where do we wish to go? The only way to find out is to leave the computers behind. Welcome everyone to Adaptable Adventure Rider Phase 2. So for those who don't know me, I am an Adaptable Adventure Rider. I ride adventure motorcycles with my dad. Basically, what I want to do now with Adaptable Adventure Rider is look to the past. I honestly feel my future with adventure motorcycling lies there, and with photography as well. I've rode lots of classic motorcycles. As daily riders, I actually rode the 650 SS, which is the silver Dominator twin by Norton from 1967, as a daily rider for over 4 years. Now, I had a slight break from those after a shoulder injury. If you want to find out more about the Nortons, including the 1927 and the World War II Norton, you can find that out on Saving Classic Motorcycles, which is my other blog. So today I'm basically talking about AI. That's the main thing. AI is a little bit of a thing, to be honest, with social media platforms now, which has made me completely readdress the balance of what I want to do with the internet, with the social media, coming from being basically a computer obsessed person, a workaholic on max, photography and stuff, and it's got me wanting to go in completely different direction. As you can tell, my most modern motorcycle is 20 years old, so that's probably not coming as a complete surprise to you. Although I do have and have ridden modern bikes, and my dad has a Honda NX 500, which you will also see on the channel, which is about as different as you could get from the 1150 GSA. I've stuck some reviews up on that. So yeah, this is the big thing, isn't it really, everyone? I apologise for the wind. It is windy. It is winter after all. It's nearly the end of October. But I mean, where do you see technology at the moment? I'm quite split with it, to be honest. I'll be completely honest. AI concerns me. It concerns me as a creative. I used to be a professional photographer. It concerns me as a motorcyclist. I just don't like the fact that social media companies are using our creativity, our intrinsic ability, at which point do we say, no, I don't want this technology. I don't want the cameras where it's filming the still image before what I perceive to be the perfect click. I don't need it. I don't want the AI image enhancement. I don't want a social media company scraping my images off my own website and other companies, basically. So that's my rant. Now, what am I going to do about it? If you think about it, with the physical world, we don't really own much anymore, do we? We rent our motorcycles on PCP, unless you're like me and you buy the older stuff or you buy a bike outright, everything's on service plans. We don't have video stores anymore. We download them. We have smartphones, which are basically computers in our pockets, tracking our every move. And I'm just getting a bit tired of it all, to be honest. The endless doom scrolling, AI computer software, algorithms that just change our connection to our friends. I can't remember the last time I've seen a post on Facebook or something like that from an actual friend. Nope, it's just a feed full of sponsored ads. Because no doubt they're going to move us over to a paid, get rid of our ads, see your friends post again. Which is fair enough, they're a company, they've got to make money. But that's not what I want. So, all this said, why does this come into my motorcycle blog? Well, as you know, I'm on the 1150 GSA. It's a motorcycle from 2004. It's as analog as you can get with fuel injection. It has no ABS. It has a nice, visceral, unbalanced boxer engine. It has all the power you need. It's easy to service. It has screw and lock nut adjusters. So basically what that means is you can set your valve clearances with an Allen key and one spanner. And a set of feeler gauges. What more do you need? At what point did technology start to take away the design and technology element that basically gives us motorcycles that are easy to work on? Simple. Disposable motorcycles. We're heading towards a disposable society. Now, some might not like this, some may love the technology, and I totally get it. I think there's room for both approaches, but what I do not think is that the one approach to technology should take away from the analog ability that we can get. And this is why vinyl's coming back around, and film photography, and all that pizzazz, all the cool stuff. Maybe it's just the fact that I'm now in my 30s, and you know what they say, it was better in my day. So I don't think it was. Obviously society moves on, and that is for the better, but where will the implementation of more computers into our lives leave us, leave our families, and leave our future? At what point do we say no to automated tills? At what point do we say no, no more, let's stop this, it's getting crazy? Do you know what I mean? It's one of those, isn't it? It's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. I'm curious about your perspectives on stuff. I know I've got a lot of followers still with all the motorcycles on here, and for me, you know, being able to work on my own motorcycle and buy a service manual now, Enfield, for all the bleating, can't buy a service manual for a Himalayan. BMW, can't buy the service manual as far as I'm aware for the new bikes. Even this, I couldn't buy a full service manual from BM. I got Climber and one disc which had part of the information that I needed from BMW, and it's just I'm finding it more and more and more infuriating. Numbs your mind. I want that sharpness back from the pre-algorithm age, and this is where I'm now having to do some careful thinking. You can't remove all your technology. I need a phone for breakdown. I need a phone for parking apps, unfortunately. You know, I think to try and dumb it down as much as possible, and I don't think that's the right term. Everyone uses dumb phone. I think it's the intelligent phone. It's the phone for the thinker that doesn't need the constant beratement of algorithms. It's got absolutely drenched. Must have been a lot. I know nothing I'm saying is new. There's plenty of people doing digital minimalism and analog living, and it's just slow lifestyle, or travelling without computers, without technology. And all I can say is this is going to be my journey, and it's going to be my journey back into going out with a camera again after many years of not wanting to. It's going to be my journey of rediscovering my passions in life, the passions for photography, the passions for motorcycles, the passions for seeing the world, because that's what's so important, isn't it? Our passion is what makes us feel alive. So I'm curious to the other digital minimalists, the other people that have decided, I've had enough of this AI, I've had enough of the direction everyone else is going in. What's your solution? What have you found that's worked? I've been buying vinyl records again. I've got my old iPod Classic out. I have been playing the guitar a lot more. And I've been taking all digital, my extremely old now, 15-year nearly, Classic out. It's dead basic digital camera, medium format, and there's no, you know, you can just stick it in manual everything, and just concentrate on the joy of image making. That's why I shoot with the Hasselblad. And, you know, it's going to take me a while to get back into the swing of things again. And I'm just enjoying it, enjoying my life. I've noticed an instant change. My smartphone usage has dropped by half. So yeah, so basically what I did to start with on my journey into this, I got my smartphone, I turned all the notifications off, bar direct messages, I turned notification and likes off. So I just had messages and comments on, so I just have an idea when someone does that. All of a sudden my life become a lot less noisier, a lot less getting tempted by that algorithm. Ding! Pick your phone up. Oh, there's a dopamine fix. And I think in a way some of the technology on motorcycles can be like that. Riding modes, fly-by-wire throttles. Is fly-by-wire throttle actually better? Every bike I've had with fly-by-wire throttle I have detested, absolutely detested the feel of it. When you've got at least a couple 100,000 miles on cable throttle bikes, and then you get on one of them fly-by-wires, you just feel so disconnected. That's why we've got the NX, because it's got a cable throttle. The 1150's got a cable throttle, so's all my Nortons, and it just gives you such a direct feeling. So it's a classic example of technology again being cheaper for the manufacturer, but not for us. In a way, it's the con of the modern motorcycle, but that's a topic for another video. It's basically just an introduction, an introduction into my thoughts about what I'm thinking. Why? I had a little break from making a few videos for a month or so. I just wanted to think, what did I want from YouTube? How was YouTube going to fit into my life? In a way, I want it to fit into my life. That's the thing. All these social media platforms, you just have to find the way that's best for you. And I'm slowly getting there. It's like a journey into a new life in a way. I've gone from always working on Macs, the latest camera gear. I've gone from riding some of the latest bikes with all the whiz bangs and TFTs to always having this other side where I do massive miles on old Nortons in winter. I wouldn't hesitate. Other people would, but I learned with motorcycles, preventive maintenance on the older stuff is how you keep them reliable, just like anything really. The prevention is always better than the cure, and it's just had me really thinking about this. It really has. I'm curious, has anyone else felt the same way with motorcycles? Are you sick of being tied into the dealership, into them locking us in to your warranty's going to fail if you don't take it in for a service? We should have right to repair. Did you know in the 1920s a motorcycle manual for a 1927 Norton tells you, with no photographs, and I've worked from this and done it myself, how to take an engine apart in the owner's riding handbook. That used to be commonplace. Lap your valves in, take your head off, clean the Castrol R. Castrol R, what a smell. But all these things, and then you get to the 60s and it's just valve clearances and taking your cylinder head off. Now take the motorcycle to a dealer to adjust your chain. As a society, have we come to this point where we've lost the ability to do things with our hands? I don't think so. I think more as AI develops and more people get it and it engrades into phones, into computer chips, I think there'll be a revolt. I think more and more of us especially people who maybe are hitting the wall with technology sooner because they're younger than even I am, are going, no, give me a vinyl record, give me that tactile feeling life. And that's what I want to chase. You'll notice my sat nav's missing. I'm using my brain. I know where I'm going. I don't need a route. I'm watching my own speed. I don't need it beeping at me. Just remove all these things and all of a sudden it's just so much nicer. The noise stops. So basically everyone, that's my thoughts at the moment. There's going to be I've got some amazing journeys planned. I've got some amazing ideas. You're not going to see any of that in this one because obviously I'm in the middle of a move down to Somerset and that's just taking out my priorities. But I just really wanted to touch base with everyone. You know, this is how I'm feeling at the moment. I am feeling ready for a complete lifestyle change, and I hope to take you all on that journey. Slow living, digital minimalism, analog lifestyle, analog motorcycles, to a point. I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's all about balance, everything in life. And I hope you all enjoy the journey, both from the photography aspect, the motorcycle aspect and the lifestyle aspect, and we'll see where this leads us together, as always, here on Adaptable Adventure Rider. And I really do enjoy everyone's comments. You know, it means a lot, especially about my dad's health with his prostate cancer. And thank you everyone for supporting the channel. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being part of my journey. And I'll catch you all in the next video when I feel like it and not the algorithm, hey? No, in all seriousness, there should be some videos coming over the next month or so, hopefully out with Dad at some point if we get a good day. Nice warm day because he does suffer with the cold. So cheers everyone, and obviously next year Norway, and some slightly different plans for that trip, but you're gonna have to subscribe and find out next year about those. But oh wow, is it gonna be different. Cheers everyone.